The Irish team for the Paralympic Games, which begin on August the 29th, had an official send-off in Dublin. In total, 49 athletes will represent Ireland in 10 different sports.
49 athletes travelling out here, they've worked damn hard to get on this team. They've gone to World Championships around the world, and they've performed well, and they've a number of World Champions in the team. We've a number of medal chances, but the goal now is everyone just performing on the day, and our job is to make sure the environment is right for them to perform on their given day at the Games.
Seeing everyone compete just makes you want to go out there and compete yourself, and watching everyone race just makes you want to race. So I just can't wait for it to start. And it was good to see everyone else breaking records and stuff, and it inspires you to make you want to try harder. So I'm glad the Olympics was on beforehand. Being so close to home this time, there's so many more supporters going, and I've got family over in England, so they've all got tickets really easily to the games. So yeah, it's going to be good. There's going to be so many Irish people there. So for the past 2 years I was in England swimming. I got a swimming scholarship in England, so I've been there for the past 2 years training with an ex-Olympian, Robin Brew, and yeah, he's been training me really well, and I've come home now for good, and I'm so set on competing. I'm just so excited.
It was in Beijing in 2008, and it's a lot different feeling kind of going to London now, because it's so close and there's so much more media attention on it and attention from sponsors, and it's a completely different experience. It's finally Paralympic sport is being thrown into the eyes of the world, not as disability sport but as elite sport for people with disabilities, and it's just a hugely exciting time to be in Paralympic sport, and it's great that it's so close and the people of Ireland will be able to see it so well now. I was only 14 when I was going to Beijing, so it was a big learning curve, but I think I'll be able to use everything I learned there moving forward into London. Well, the plan is from the start of the summer I've been swimming around minimum 20 hours a week, so we're going to continue that on for another week and a half, and then slowly start to taper down for the race on the 1st of September. I don't know what, fingers crossed. I'd like to meet what I did in Beijing in silver, so if I can match that I'll be very happy.
On target to make history, Kildare man Seán Baldwin will become Ireland's first ever competitor in shooting at the Paralympics. A member of the Defence Forces, the 44-year-old, like so many of his colleagues on the Irish squad, have overcome huge odds to secure their place in London. But Seán's story is truly remarkable.
It was November 2003, I was working with the UN, and we were in Liberia. Unfortunately, we were coming back from a patrol, and unfortunately we had a road traffic accident. My driver was unfortunately killed, and I got squashed, broke my leg, and I broke nearly every bone in my body at the time. Probably the biggest injury I had was my lungs stopped working. They stopped working after about 2 days, and they had to put me on a ventilator then for 4 weeks, I think, and put me into a coma, just to get my lungs back working. After that then, when I came to, the leg was a big issue. Initially I got amputated below the knee, and well, unfortunately when I came home I got a flesh-eating disease, and they had to amputate my leg again above the knee. Again, that was only one of the injuries. Literally when I woke up in the coma and when I got my senses from me, people told me what was gone wrong, and I remember lying in the bed going, oh my God, what am I going to do now? And the very first thing I thought of was, I'm going to get a blue card, I get free parking. That was the very first thing I thought of. The next thing I actually thought about is position. What can I do? And I thought position, and I said, right, I'll still be able to shoot in competition. So it took me 2 years to get back into it, but that was one of my goals, to get back into shooting.
Shooting is a stamina-sapping event. Technique, accuracy and the right equipment are vital in a sport where Baldwin believes he can do his country proud.
Once I got the nod, and I knew that I was going, I had to put a lot of things into plan, and that was actually to get the weapon, the guns, the bullets, all correct. Now, it costs money to get all this done, but if I'm going to represent Ireland, I must tick all the boxes. I can't go over there and go, well, my rifle isn't the best in the world, my ammunition isn't the best in the world.
The opening ceremony for the London Paralympic Games are on August 29th. Seán travels to London with success very much in his sights.